G'day guys, it's Stass here. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how I brewed this beer. It's actually from a fresh wort kit, a new fresh wort kit on the market by guys at Neighbourhood Brewing who started out brewing beer in his garage and he's now upscaled and it's available right across Australia through Bevy, no less. So let's get on to the video. We'll talk a bit about the beer. So I know it's been a long time between drinks, quite literally actually. I'm still here, I'm still around, still well. I've just not been brewing that much because I haven't really been drinking all that much either. Still well, but I've just been focusing on other things and brewing's not taking the first priority or even second priority at the moment. But the guys who make this fresh wort kit, Neighbourhood Brewing, they did reach out to me and asked if I would be interested in doing a video about their new line of fresh wort kits. So full disclosure, I was provided the fresh wort kit in order to do a video to tell you guys about it. So just putting it out there. But let's talk about the beer. The reason why it's in such a small glass is I brewed this beer for a party that's actually happening this afternoon. So I've just been getting it up to carb. It's probably a little under, but I prefer it because it's going to be served direct from keg and I don't want a foamy mess at the party. It's a little bit murky. I'm hoping it clears as the keg empties. It's been on gas for a little while now. This is actually their lager kit. Now, let's talk about the their website here. We've got they've got four basic ranges. They've got the lager, the session ale, the hazy pale, and the New England IPA. Now I've used these a bunch of times for base recipes for when you don't have time to do a full all grain batch. For those people who don't know what a fresh wort kit is, it's basically a bladder of pre-brewed wort. It's usually brewed at a large brewery. You get 15 to 20 litres of wort. These guys, you get 15 litres of wort, which you add 5 litres of water prior to fermentation. And like I said, you can brew them. They've got a bunch of recommendations to brew them as per their suggestions, but I've chosen to, deviate a little bit from their suggestions to fit my personal taste. And I think that that's a real benefit of the fresh wort kit for those time poor brewers. If you've got young kids or busy work schedule, sometimes it's hard to fit in a 4 or 5 hour brew day. And if you're just looking for beer on tap, it's hard to go wrong. Like the quality out per amount of time and effort in it's a really good balance. So how did I brew this one? As I said before, these come with 15 litres in a box, basically a bladder, and you need to add 5 litres of water. Now what I chose to do is I wanted a little bit more bitterness from the beer. Looking at the specs, I wanted a little bit more bitterness, so I added in 40 grams of Stass. I actually did this in a French press coffee maker, and just put a litre of boiling water in there, steeped the hops for about 20 minutes to get a little bit of bitterness from them, and then strained that out, filled up the remaining water to be 5 litres, added that to the keg, added that to the fermenter, and then pitched my yeast. So 40 grams of Stass went in for a hot steep, and I used 2 packs of the Lallemand Nova Lager yeast. This is intended to be an easy drinking, sessionable lager. It's just there for a party, and there's going to be a bunch of people. If it were up to me, I'd be putting on an IPA or something like that, but it's not the most accessible of beers. So this has got to be one that everyone's going to enjoy, and hopefully it really hits the mark. Let's talk about the actual flavour of the beer and the aroma. So getting off the nose, I'm getting a little bit of that earthy, florally notes from the Stass hops that I used. It definitely smells like a lager, but I am getting a little, that lager-esque smell. And I'm getting a little bit of sweetness from the malt, a bit of a grainy character. But yeah, it smells pretty good. Let's dive in. Again, still low bitterness. You're not going to get a heap of bitterness from a small amount of flame out additions of Stass. But it just cleans up the palate nicely. You get a little bit of that malt grainy character coming through, very clean, and you get that classic dry finish from a lager. Yeah, it came out a little bit darker than I was expecting, but flavour-wise, sort of does what it says it does on the tin. I mean, the description is, you know, light in both colour and flavour. A small amount of Magnum hops gives the bitterness and a light spicy flavour with a hint of citrus. Not getting too much of that citrus note, but you know, when you're talking lagers, we're talking small amounts. Very subtle, easy drinking. Yeah, so if you're looking for a new fresh wort kit, certainly give these guys a try. Like I said, they've just been picked up by Bevy, so you should be able to get them right across Australia. Mark, the brewer of these, well, used to be the brewer when he was doing it in his garage. He's a lovely guy, and he's been really good to see the journey that he's taken this fresh wort kit product from, you know, concept to yet another good example of what you can do with very little effort and just a little bit of know-how. You can create great beer at home. So if you're looking for something fun and good to have on tap, I'd thoroughly recommend the Neighbourhood Brewing Fresh Wort Kit available at your local homebrew shop. If it isn't available, ask for it. They should be able to get it. Cheers, guys.